Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shadow Stitch, your coach of the Charlotte Chandelures, and today we have our analysis for Season 8 of the CBN. So, if you don't know, the CBN, or the Castalia Battle Network, is my own draft league. It is a VGC draft league, and I will be uploading this season. We have a few other coaches that are planning on uploading their games as well. Their links will be down below in the description. Go check them out. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. As you can see, we got a lot of great coaches right here. So let's go ahead and just do a quick little breakdown of the rules and all that fun stuff. So Season 8, we have 16 coaches this season. Awesome. Love it. It's going to be 8 weeks. Top 8 make playoffs. We have 10 picks like we usually do. 1 pick from the 19 or 20 point tiers. This is kind of just a way to help limit super top heavy drafts, which we were having problems with in earlier seasons, so it's going to rein that in a little bit. We have a 100 point budget this season, and Terra is completely banned. There is nothing that it is allowed to Terra at all this entire season. I am super excited and super interested to see what is going to happen with this, because obviously this generation is the generation of Terra, terrestrialization, and we've never seen a VGC format without it. I'm sure maybe at the end of the generation we'll have like a no Terra official format or something like that, but at least right now we have nothing, and that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying this out and seeing what people do this season. So enough about all that, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team that I drafted, and boom, there it is. As you can see, I was pick 4 out of 16, which is pretty solid choice, and I get to just kind of pick pretty much whatever I want. Of course, a few other like really top tier things went. I think like Dragapult went round 1 pick 1, which is really funny because, you know, you can play singles and doubles and it doesn't matter. There's Dragapult still gonna go, but I chose to go with DARKRAI round 1. DARKRAI is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love Chandelure, I love Greninja, you know, there's a couple other Pokemon that I really like, but DARKRAI far and away is my favorite, and to me the best Pokemon of all time. I love this thing. It's so cool, has an incredible design, it's really powerful, and of course it's a mythical, so you never get to see it in VGC, and thanks to Smeargle being an asshole, it kind of nerfed what niche it would have in VGC, but I'm still definitely willing to give it a shot. It is really strong. It's a great, fast, speedy special attacker. It can set up, of course, has Dark Void still. Sure, it's 50% accurate, but we have ways to get around that potentially, which is very nice. So, yeah, DARKRAI is looking fantastic here. It's my first pick. As well, paired next to it is going to be Clefairy. Yes, that is a Clefairy, not a Clefable, because Clefairy has Friend Guard and Follow Me and Helping Hand. It has After You if I want to go a Trick Room route. It has so many nice, fun little support options, and then on top of all of that, I'm pretty bulky with Eviolite. I'm giving a defense boost to my partner Pokemon, and that is just fantastic. So it's a great little choice for a supporting option for this entire team, but especially for DARKRAI, because Fairy and Dark pair pretty well together, typing wise. As well as Mienshao. Mienshao is great here. Of course, it has Inner Focus, so it can't be intimidated, and it can't be faked out, and we have Fake Out of our own. It's very fast. It also has Wide Guard, which is fantastic, so I don't have to worry about any strong spread damage. But it's also decently fast, and it hits really hard. Getting close combat last generation, as compared to relying on high jump kick, definitely incredibly increased its consistency. Just a really good, strong physical attacking Pokemon, in the first one of the team. Back to support, though, we do got Klefki, screens. It can set up weather to, disrupt things or just boost my own damage. It can, go for Thunder Wave for speed control. Just overall be a really annoying little prankster bastard. So yeah, it's one of those kind of Pokemon that's just really annoying and just kind of does its job. So yeah, I think it's a great option. Gives me a decently bulky steel type as well, and it gives me a ton of support for the team that Clefairy typically can't really do. Now, next up, we got Gyarados. We, of course, have to have us an Intimidator. I did have another Intimidator in mind, that being Salamence, and it got sniped. Unfortunate. It happens. But I think Gyarados is also incredibly good. Not only does it give me that Intimidate, it's really bulky, has a great typing, but it also gives me another strong physical attacker, and it can still set up with the right support from, like, Clefairy or screens from Klefki, with Dragon Dance, and just be an absolute terror and a menace, and that's just awesome. So yeah, Gyarados looks great here. And then, of course, right in the middle, we have my darling, the Chandelure. The mascot pick is here, baby. Chandelure is probably my second favorite Pokemon of all time. I think it has earned that moniker. You know, it's just such a fun Pokemon to use. It's so good. It hits so hard. Like 145 base special attack is absolutely insane. Hits like an absolute truck. So that's great. So can, of course, set up Trick Room, can imprison Trick Room as well. Has a couple other nice support options like Clear Smog and stuff like that. But it's really about just hitting so freaking hard and just doing tons of damage on that special side. And yeah, so I'm just very excited to use Chandelure again. It has been a little while since I drafted Chandelure, and I'm very happy to have her on the team. So, and of course, my slides, so I get to make it shiny. Hell yeah, I'm the one that makes them all. So so the last like major pick, I guess you could call, is going to be Iron Leaves. So I really wanted a Paradox Pokemon because, of course, it's VGC. There's a item clause, so I really wanted something that could use booster energy and didn't really need to worry about taking away an item from one of my other Pokemon. So there was a couple options on the board, and I kind of landed on Iron Leaves. Not only does this also give me that Paradox option with booster energy, but fills out my Fire, Water, Grass core, which is very nice. It's also a strong physical attacker, which is pretty cool, and it's decently fast, especially with the booster energy equipped to it, and, you know, EV'd correctly and all that fun stuff. However, it also has a very fun little niche, and that is that it gets gravity. I did not know this about this Pokemon until I started searching it up. So I have booster speed with gravity. I can outspeed everything, including my own Darkrai, set up gravity, and then I can go for something like Dark Void, which is maths out to about 83% accurate, and I'm perfectly fine running those odds onto Pokemon because, of course, Dark Void hits both of the opposing Pokemon, which is very funny. So that's an option. I guarantee you I will use it sometime this season. Yeah, but yeah, gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, other opponents. You don't know when I'm gonna pull it out. So anyway, though, yeah, that's so that's it. So obviously, I went insanely top heavy on this draft. I got effectively 7 Pokemon, but I did go down into the 1-pointers, and I pulled out 3 really fun little 1-pointers. First up, we got Fletchling. Does still have Gale Wings. It can't burn anything with Wisp or something. Also has priority defog as well, which could kind of come in handy if somebody tries to bring Misty or electric terrain to stop sleep, which is kind of cool, I suppose. But that's pretty much about it for Fletchling. Sinistcha, however, though, I actually really like Sinistcha. I think it's really cool. I have actually drafted it before on the Como team I had a few seasons ago. It was actually pretty decent. Gives me redirection, gives me a Trick Room setter, and Trick Room Imprisoner, and of course, Hospitality is great because anytime I switch it in, I just get to heal my partner for 25% for absolutely free, and that's pretty dang cool. So, yeah, Sinistcha's actually kind of not bad. It probably shouldn't be 1 point, but you know, here we are. We always forget something. And then last but not least, we have Trapinch, and Trapinch is just here because I thought it was kind of fun. Arena Trap is a pretty solid little ability. It actually does have a decent attack stat, and you it can function under Trick Room. It has 10 base speed, I think. right? Yeah, 10 base speed. So it's actually outspeeding pretty much everything under Trick Room, which is absolutely insane. And hits decently hard on top of that. So yeah, those are my little one-pointers at the bottom in there. I think that, you know, they'll definitely make an appearance sometime this season for sure. But, you know, yes, the main bulk of my points did go to the the 7 Pokemon right there. So I think I have a lot of really strong strategies here, a lot of good defensive utility, some great support, and a lot of powerful attackers. And of course, I get the mascot pick and my favorite Pokemon of all time. You cannot beat me now. I have made playoffs almost every season this generation, and I made finals last season. I'm going for it all out, baby. Here we go, and I think we have a hell of a team to do it with. So anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Let me know down below what you think of the team. I think it's a really powerful team. Personally, I'm sure that it has some weaknesses, and you know, if you point them out to me, I'll be sure to take that advice to heart and you know, try to improve on it. So anyway, though, like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. I love you all. Deuces.